Hi everyone, it's Lisa. I'm back. And if you've been here, you know I've been gone a while. But this channel has remained a place where I've shared federal career guidance, resume tips, and strategies to help smart people navigate the world of government work. But today, I have a real conversation I want to have. Not about job announcements, promotion potential, but about the reality of working for the federal government in 2025. Because the truth is, the world has changed, the environment has changed, and so too must we. At the time of this filming, the government is in a gridlock, a shutdown for the longest in history. Thousands of federal workers are either working without pay or sitting at home uncertain when the next paycheck will come. And for many, this isn't even the first time. I remember well being caught up as a new intern employee in the last furlough. We used to hear, and I even said it myself right here in older videos, that once you get your foot in the door, you're golden. That being said, a federal employee meant stability, like no other job. But that's not the reality today. From DOGE's indiscriminate and even threatening emails, to mass firings, to agency closures, to restructure and automation. People who've given 10, 15, even 25 years of civil service are finding themselves in the same uncertain position as those in the private sector. We are, at the end of the day, at-will employees. And that means in this environment that we have to be proactive about protecting ourselves. This isn't about numbers or budgets. It's not political. It's about people. It's about the man who's ensuring if he can pay rent or his mortgage this month. A mom who's unsure about how many meals she will have for her children. It's about the veteran who's finally got his foot in the door to work for the federal government and now is wondering, was this worth the sacrifice? It's about the everyday federal worker who is sick and tired of being called a slacker, even now while doing 2 jobs in an understaffed office. I hear the stories, I've lived the journey. I've marched in your boots, and I want to acknowledge the emotional toll it takes, the frustration, the uncertainty, the burnout that comes from giving your best and feeling invisible. But I want to remind you of this. Uncertainty doesn't mean defeat. It means it's time to rebuild differently, to reskill, to reimagine, to rethink what security really means. If the last few years have taught us anything, it's that skills, education, and entrepreneurship are no longer optional. They are survival tools. While you're pursuing government work, or being dissuaded from it, or you're just living in the chaos, invest in learning something new. Take that certification you've been putting off. Start that side business. No matter how small, it could grow into a safety net. Because as a federal worker or a civil servant or a soldier, you've developed the discipline, structure, and integrity. Those traits all translate precisely into entrepreneurship. Be wise about your money. Live below your means. Stack your skills the same way you stack your savings. When paychecks are delayed or positions are cut, the only thing that keeps you steady is the foundation that you've built for yourself. Remember, the same government that hires can fire or furlough you, just like any other job. The Bible reminds us in Proverbs 6:6-8, "Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer, no ruler, yet it stores its provisions in the summer and gathers food for harvest." That's a reminder to prepare, not out of fear, but out of wisdom, to recognize the seasons you're in and sow the seeds for what needs there may be later. And that's where I am today. I'm turning the page on easy federal resumes and more, which has been such a meaningful part of my journey. But it's time for something new, something that continues the spirit of empowerment in a different form. That's my new chapter. It's called Download Our Art. So if you've been part of this community, I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me to guide you through your federal career journey. I hope you'll stay with me as I continue helping people not just find jobs, but build opportunities, because no matter where you work or what you're going through, the power to change begins in your life and how you see yourself. So stay encouraged, stay proactive, and most importantly, stay smart. This isn't goodbye. This is what growth, those muscles I told you about, looks like. I'm Lisa. I'll see you in the next chapter right here, where creativity opens doors.